G'day, my name is Tom, this is the Tapload's YouTube channel. We are back on some OMSI 2 once again, just like we were yesterday, and we are checking it out, starting out Season 2 of the OMSI 2 showcases, which is going to be articulated buses. To start us off, we are looking at the Scania GN14. I think that's just by Alta, I believe, or someone related to Alta. I'll leave a link in the description below as well to the patch, which changes the bus a little bit to make it a little bit nicer than the original bus, even though I really didn't mind the original bus. So, we're going to be looking at two versions of this bus today. We're going to look at, this is the standard version, and also you have the BioEthanol version, which makes a bit of a different noise, which is very cool. And, yeah, so let's start with looking at the design. So this is the orange 7th bus fleet, no, not 7th bus fleet, but it's orange, as you can see. One very cool detail, I tried recording this before, but I forgot to change the weather, is the actual interior changes with the skin, which is very awesome to see. Like, I think it's like some set fire or something like that, I'm not 100% sure, but as you can see, we've got like green seats in this one. Anyway, so let's have a walk through it so I can show you what you can do on the outside of this bus. I'll press something, hopefully I didn't press anything about recording. No. So from the outside, you can open the windows up here. So let's open all the windows, that might allow some more sound in so you can hear it. As you can see, we've got 3 steel wheels on the bus. That's got that one's going to help me have a free don't like kind of like truck wheels. Then again, Scania are most famous make trucks. Making trucks on the back. You've got the lights. I'm not going to show. I mean, I think I can show you. So we've got the brake light. There's your reverse light. There you go. Hazards. And then you have your headlight light, which makes the brake lights a little bit brighter. Cool. So then we go over this side. We can open all these windows here, which we will open the windows to still have some sound in. I thought you can open that one. You can. So we can have the sound in it, so we can listen to this bus. So we've got the same style wheels this side. Then you have to bend right in the middle of the bus. As you can see, it's pretty much split even 50-50 right here, which is good. Some buses are shorter at the end and some buses are longer at the end. But this one's right in the middle, which is cool. Then you have your then you have 3 doors in this bus. I'm trying to think what to say. So at the top here you have your air conditioning units here, because obviously every bus needs to have air conditioning. Then you have your exhaust at the back here, and the top left of your left of the bus in the back here. And on the front, I'll do the same thing. There's your lights. It's got running lights, which I'll show you in a minute when I start the bus. Actually, no, I can show you there. That's the running lights. So when you turn the key on, it will show you those lights. Anyway, let's open up the door by pressing that button. You can open the front door. To open the back door, I want to have a clue. As you can see, it leans over like it should do to let people out. So then we're going to go into the interior. It's like I said, it's a green interior for this version. There you go. Even if I just press the stop sign, you can hear it stop. So very basic interior. It's like a typical bendy bus. That's why, for some reason, I have no idea why. I'm probably missing a texture. I think that means 45 sitting, 99 standing, and 2 something. I don't know what that means. Yeah, very nice textures indeed. I believe that's where you see if you're disabled. You can back and fold those seats down. And yeah. So very cool bus. There's a nice decoration at the back there. In this variant of the bus, it's some sort of like tomato tree or something like that. And yeah, that's just a basic look at the bus. There's the another view of the sign there. So let's just jump into the dash. So I'll turn off the ignition so I can show you how to work around it. So this door opens, and yeah. So here we are in the dash of the Scania. As you can see, it's very basic. But this bus has so many cool features to go through, it's probably going to be a pretty long video. So let's go through like all the switches, what every switch does. I've been driving this bus for a few years, and ever since it came out. And I loved it. It's a great little bus. So over here you have your air conditioning unit right here. So you have your temperature, your fan speed, and your like location. Over here you've got like air conditioned doors, and you have your auxiliary heater sort of style thing here. That you can press this to adjust your steering wheel, which doesn't unfortunately work. Then you have your announcement. Then you have, then over here you have like your notifications for your where you change your next stop. And we have something else here, which I don't know. And then, I don't know if it's like the exit door or something like that. Over here you have your lighting, and there's another auxiliary heater thing, and then you can turn off traction control, I believe, which I will turn off. Then your lighting, and that's when you like say you have your bend your bus, which we will test today, but what the angle is going to be. Like I say, if you take a hard cord and you can press that to actually allow you to accelerate normal. There you get your fuel heaters, more light switches here. I think that's your fog lights and rear fog lights. And your windshield wiper, something like your windshield wiper button here for your washers. Then you have your another headlight button there. Then you have your hazards. Not sure what these buttons do. I think that's to change your brightness of your display right here. There's your steering wheel. Your steering wheel has no buttons on it whatsoever, because why would you need buttons on a steering wheel of a bus? Over here you have your, like you can change your screen here down the middle. And then you have your high idle switch. I'll show you what that does when the bus is warming up. Then you have your, like, you can change your screen here for like all your information. So like you can see like all your fuel information, everything like that. You can only do it when the bus is off or parked. And so I think it's just when it's parked, which is strange. There's your retarder for the like lowering the suspension at the tip there. Then you can raise it. Okay, then you can raise the bus up and low like that. Then you can choose to open one door, whether it's the left or the right door, and then you can open both doors. Then you can go reset that. And yeah, and then you have your clipboard over down here, then you have your coin tray, and then that door obviously opens so you can get in and out of the bus. And that's your screen here. I'll show you what this screen does in a moment. So we'll get ready to start the bus. So we'll do that now. Right, so to start this bus, it's a little bit different to the other buses that we've looked at before. But it's going to be very similar to the other buses that we're going to look at. So first of all, you turn on the electrics. So that will put your key in. Then you press the electrics button again. And you can see the bus does a little bit of a gauge sweep. And then your screen on the right hand side here turns on. And then you press the key again. That gets your middle screen on. And it'll give you information like that means that your screen hasn't turned on. I usually wait for that to turn on. So I think before we start the bus, we'll have a quick look at some of the screen features that says no active warnings. Alright, so if I press this button, that goes to show you like what's open. And then you have the brake pressure stuff. And then it's your fuel gauge. And then back to that. Then coming over here, you can go here, then go to the right, there's your bus. So if you want to go to a specific thing, there's no active warning, so you can press that to go to see the warnings, and then you have your brake pressure, which you can scroll through. Pretty fancy stuff. And then you go back here, down, and it shows you, I can change the language of this, which I believe is this one, to English. So then when I press this, oh, hang on, I didn't select it. Why is it not selecting? That's interesting. I don't know how to select it. I think I have to press the right button. There we go, now it's selected, as you can see. So let's go here, and if I press this, now it's in English. So if you are speaking English, that's how you change it. So let's just see what else we got. So on the settings, you have also your units, so you can change from metric to imperial depending where you're driving. We might take this to Chicago and put it into imperial units. So let's just see what that does. 3 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's in miles now, not in kilometers. And then you have and back into metric. For some reason, it changes it back to 24 hours. Cool. So that's pretty much like a basic look at that. So you log in here. I don't know if I think it's this. Yeah, it's this. So that's when you can go to main menu. You can set your lines, your route, and your stuff there. Because I don't think this has an actual IP system, so I'll look up here. No, it doesn't. And yeah, there's your blind, which is not electric. I thought it would be, but it's not. Cool, so that's that. How do I get back now? There you go. So you got there's your ticket selling stuff, and then you have your options. And then you can log off like that. So there we go, that's a basic understanding. So now to start it, you have to hold down whatever your electric button is, because it has a cold start. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's listen to this bus. I'm going to turn up my volume so you can hear it. And this is how awesome this bus sounds like. There we go. And as you can see, it does a high idle and all the lights turn off. No active warnings, as you can see. Then if you try to start it in gear, so that's somewhere in gear now, you have to push the button to engage your gear. It says gear still engaged, which is very, very smart, so you just put it to neutral without pressing the button. So let's have a listen to the revs. Okay. Oh, wait, look at the rev up. That's interesting. I guess it's because it's just idling and warming up. So eventually, when the bus warms up a little bit, I will give it a little bit of a hand. So I will just turn on every single switch. Okay, that's there we go. Turn on every switch, and that should hopefully warm up the bus. So just turn on the aircon, warm up the bus a little bit. This bus here has done 71,000 kilometres, but according to this dash it's done 72,000 k's. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a warm up here and see if that actually makes the revs drop down. This might take a minute. Because it usually idles around about 600 RPM. And yeah. So if I press this it changes something. I think it gets to like when it gets to like minus 10 or something like that, it might drop down. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what this thing is, but I can't work out how to use it. So why is that there? I'm not too sure. Alrighty, so we'll just wait for the revs to drop down, and then we'll take it out for we'll do a regular lap, and then we'll do a fast lap, and then we're going to test out the bending, like what the angle is, until it enables the locking thing like that buses do, that articulated buses do, and then we'll see how it is, and give it a score, and tell you the pros and cons, everything like that. And yeah, so like I said, this is going to be a pretty long video because this is a very in-depth bus, so now just need to wait for it to heat up. It shouldn't take too long. Yeah, just have to wait for the engine to warm up. Yeah, it's still fun. I think it's because of the brake pressure. Well, for us, okay, let's get rid of the stop sign. So as you can see, automatic doors. It'll just shut the door, I think, afterwards. Alright. Just go click reset. We have to hold it down. Come on, turn off the light. There you go. That's turned off now. Still waiting for the bus to warm up. Eventually it will drop down, but yeah, this is just to show you like what this bus can do. So you can flick this on if you want to keep it at a high idle for longer. I think I'll have it on, I think. Yeah, it might drop down, in a second now. Let's just see. No, not yet. Okay, that's actually not fair, so that's off. This is what the high idle is anyway. So let's give it a couple of seconds. More. I'll do the drive anyway because yeah, I'm just waiting for it to warm up pretty much. Before I do, it will drop down automatically. Just because I want to show you that it will drop down automatically. Any second now. Just checking the timing of the video. Right, we're 15 minutes in, so I think what I'll do, so that's 15 minutes of just showing off the bus. I think I'll just drive it now because I'm not waiting any longer. It will drop down though, I'll promise you that. But we're in first gear, let's take it for a regular drive. This has a ZF gearbox, so it should be very, very, very... So let's give you a bit of noise to hear. That's good. Probably turn down the air conditioning so you can hear it. Okay, so driving it normally, it actually drives quite smoothly, and it's definitely a very good gearbox. I mean, if you punch it too, it does downshift like it's supposed to, which is good, and it goes in the right gear every time, which is great. So check the lights. As you can see, the lights do light and illuminate properly. Check left. It does have the iconic Scania sound. Let's just see if it drops down. If it just dropped down, if I drive it for a little bit here. So it sticks like 50 k's an hour and stuff. It never go test it all like. But pretending to go on the freeway, so like I say, merging onto the freeway. Okay, we're still high up on the rev range, so let's go. Keep going. I mean, you can kind of hear it with the. But yeah, this is a very nice bus to drive. Yeah, so let's see how we go here. Very, very, very comfortable. Now, there is also, I can say breaking news, there is a new OMSI 2 DLC coming out, and I'll be reviewing it on Saturday because tomorrow is our Flight Friday in our new Flight Simulator 2020. I played it last night because it took about a day to download. And I've got settings where I should have them. And I've got to say, my computer is doing something very surprising. And I'll have to show you that. Let's go 60 here. I'm trying to get this bus warmed up. But yeah, very, very nice. We're doing about 60 k's an hour on the dot. As you can see, the speedo is very much in sync, and so is the tachometer. But by syncing the tachometer, I'm syncing it with my dashboard here, my SIM dashboard. And yeah, here we go. Let's go ahead and punch it. Downshift a couple. There we go. There we go. And so we go 80. That's 6 speed, it's 80. Right there, so it's 6 speed auto. Exit. There we go. Alright, we'll do a rolling start. Do a rolling start here, so let's do our lap. So you can kick down to this bus really easy. Compared to some of the other buses that we've tried out in the coach season, this bus likes to kick down. Especially like with all the Volvos and the Irish. So here we go, let's see how we go. Alright, we're at top speed apparently, which is 84.7 kilometers per hour. Which is not that great. First quarter, here we go. Go through the quarter, first quarter. Brakes, brakes. It doesn't rev out all the way. Which is a bit of a pet peeve for me. It doesn't rev up to 25 miles. Then again, I'll probably get wide because it's meant to be a bus, not a race car. So let's little bit more steering. There we go. Keep flooring it. That's where we are in. The gear we should be in, which is back here. I mean, I technically did. It's probably the wind you can't really hear it. I'm going to turn it to the outside position. Yeah, it's very, very quiet bus, which is definitely, after Boris said that's actually really good. For a big quiet. For a big quiet. Right, we're still at top speed. Alright, last quarter, bit wide there, but it's not so yeah, that's fine. Right, that's the lap. Is it back to idling properly now? Yeah, there you go, as you can see, it's idling properly. So it would have, like, after if you waited for a couple of minutes, it would have went from like that to that. Nicely and low idling. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is, now we're going to, as part of being an articulated bus, I am going to test out the tight corners. So I'm going to go full lot, I'm going to go turn around. Alright, overbend protection active. So let's have a look at the angle. Alright, so that's the angle what we're looking at. If you know your maths, what angle is this? Let me know down in the comments down below. But as you can see, we can still accelerate with it though, that's weird. But there we go, now we can. Now we can't. But yeah, that's how it looks. That's what it is. So it does have overbend protection, so we can take that off. So then we're just going to go and steer it out the bend, and then we're going to go park the bus. And then we're going to delete this bus because it has. Actually, no, we won't delete it. We will move on to bus number 2 today. So as you know, this is bus 1. I did say at the start of this video we're going to be checking out 2. We're going to be checking out the BioEthanol version, so we can compare the sounds. And yeah, we'll stop here. We won't wait for the bus to warm up or anything like that. Okay, let's put it in reverse, just like that. It doesn't have reverse buzzers. Okay, there we go. Put it in neutral. There we go. And then to turn it off, you use the engine, the button that you use for your startup. Okay, it can be the M key or wherever you set the engine on and off button. So you press that a couple of times. So there we go. It's off first stage. Then second stage, screen turns off. And then press it again, and it turns out correctly. So again, so to start it, it's your electrics. And then it says radio not connected. And then to turn it off, it's your ignition button for your electricity. No, for your starter, sorry. So there we go, we'll leave that here for a bit. We'll go ahead and take out the BioEthanol bus, which I'll quickly spawn in now. So it is the BioEthanol, we'll just do the regular BioEthanol. There is a 360 horsepower version. And yes, this bus is by Alta and Wizard. So I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to download the standard version, and then I'll find a patch. I'll find a patch one which you can get, which is from I think it's from Morphe. Yeah, it's from Morphe's. This is Morphe's patch for it, which is a lot better than the standard patch. So now I'm just going to wait for a second here. It might not respond. I clicked OK and I had it. So I'll just give it a second here for it to spawn in, and then we will continue on from there. So obviously this is what the standard one is, and then we'll just go quickly take the other one. We won't take it for a lap, it's just to test the sounds out and everything like that. The main difference is the sound. It has the same power and torque. Well, I say it has the same power, I should say. So it's not really much difference. I just need to wait for it to actually do its thing. It's just going to take a couple of seconds. And yeah, then we'll check out the BioEthanol version. So I hope you did like the drive there. I hope I did okay. So here it is. And just to show you, as you can see, the seats are different in this one. It has a blue interior. I guess I can show you that. But everything else is the same. So it's same 3 wheels, same 3 doors. It has a different interior because of the skin. This is the ride bump skin. So as you can see, you've got a different colour interior, which is very cool to see. So that's something you don't see every day. So stop sounds, we can see. Oh. Just quickly turn on that. No, it's different. Okay, let's just open that up. There goes all the doors there. But yeah, cool. But yeah, it's just a basic look at the interior. It's different, as you can see, and it makes different noises. Right. On the dash, again, it's exactly the same as the last one, so we can't really tell the difference of what bus you're driving, essentially. So we have things like your AC, like it's exactly the same. Anyway, let's get this bus started up. This is the main difference. I'm going to open this window. I'm not going to open the other windows. So I'm going to start this bus now. So to turn it on, same way, just with the electric button, does the gauge switch. Just like so. Then your dash will come up. This one's defaulted to English. My pressure's too low, apparently. What I usually do is wait for the radio not connected sign to go out. There we go. Now we'll start this bus up, so this is how this one sounds like. It's different, isn't it? So let's go back. Then you can rev this one. There we go. Why is that blinking? Okay, the doors don't work anymore. That happened, so ignore the blinking. Okay, there we go. Now it's gone. It's because of the pressure. So there we go. So this is how it sounds at high idle. Let's go ahead and just give it another rev. Alright. We'll take it for a little drive. We'll just do a regular lap because we've already done, and then we might do a fast lap. I'm not too sure. Might change my mind. Let's go. I believe it has the same transmission as the other one, so I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. Maybe not, because it's actually revving up a little bit higher. But it does drive very similar, so this will be the one we'll be using the point for episode of No Commentary Drive, because I think it sounds a little bit better than the other one. To be honest, so this will be the one we'll be using the No Commentary Drive, which will be episode 1.3. Of season 2. But yeah, you can see, very nice to drive this bus. Yeah, we'll take it for a fast lap, why not? So we can hear how it sounds in the higher range. As you can see, it shifts it up about 2,000 RPM at regular acceleration. But yeah, this is a very nice bus to drive. Yeah, it won't downshift any further. So yeah. As you can also hear, it still also has a good old-fashioned Scania sounds. Probably on the taxiway here. But yeah, so tomorrow we'll be doing the Adelaide to Sydney flight. I'm not sure if the PMDG planes are out yet. I've actually got another aircraft that I've purchased, which is the which I'll do a review on next week on Flight Friday. I just mentioned that. If you're new here, I do make all simulators as well as some Town of Salem to throw in there, and maybe some other variety of games. This is just like a freedom channel, like a gaming channel. And obviously too, it's part of my looking back at the previous decade of racing driving games, starting from Need for Speed Hot Pursuit to Dirt 3 to Euro Truck Simulator to this. So if you want to watch any of those Let's Plays, go browse my channel. I've got a playlist for each one. then we'll park it and then talk about the pros and cons for this bus. And yeah, so let's do a quick lap now. This is a nice bus to drive. And I mean, every Scania is. So I'm going to stop here, we'll do a standing start, so we test out, see if it's got like launch control and stuff like that. How is it not even warmed up here? I don't know. So let's just quickly do that. So put it back into drive. There you go. And let's get some throttle. Go. So it does rev a bit lower by the looks of things. Yeah, it does. It's revving to like 2000 RPM this version. Well, the previous version we checked it revs up a little bit higher, so it might be a little bit different. Let's see if let's see if we can beat the top speed of 84.7. We'll see. I think this one might be a bit slower. I don't even know top speed yet. I'm going to shut the window because I don't know if you can hear the engine good now. Okay, that was my fault. Okay. So this bus here, the BioEthanol version, doesn't like to kick down as good as the other bus, which is a bit strange because I mean obviously it has a lower rev range. So that could be lower than top speed because it's not revving out as much. We haven't hit top speed yet, so we might have to do a top speed test with this bus. Okay, take it easy here. By the way, if you want to know what map I'm in, I'm going to start linking that in the description. This is the Top Gear test track. I should have linked it in the previous season. I might go back and talk this 0.1 episode to do that as well as the showcase for that limit in the cold start 0 to 60 rules. Which if you've not seen that excuse me, if you've not seen that video, I did like a top 10s video in my opinion. Oh god, we've already knocked out. Jesus Christ, that's just as soon as you hit you hit that, you break the bus, and we have overbend protection activated again, same angle, so I'm just going to have to. There we go. So that's a mess up, that's my fault. We might do a second one, sorry guys, but because this video is already going very long and I want to keep it short for you, so it's more entertaining for you to watch. But as you can see, I can still shift very nicely. We haven't done a U-turn test, so we'll be doing the U-turn test with this bus. So we're just going to get to top speed first, though. So we can see what the top speed is. Let's see if it's any different to that bus back there. And it's actually faster than the other bus. Look at that. It's actually faster. This is the faster version by like 2 kilometers. Actually, no, by 5 kilometers. Sorry, it was 84.7, wasn't it? Right, so we're going to do a U-turn, so we're going to pretend we're actually pulling onto the side of the road to pull and make the U-turn maneuver. If you're learning how to drive, this is how you do it. So you pull off, then you then you do start the moving with the moving off procedure if you are Australians. It's usually just check your mirrors, signal, put it into drive, foot over the accelerator, check around you, make sure there's nobody coming. We can't really check behind you that way, but it's really going hard to, and then we just go. Wow, we actually have a parking brake on too. Okay, we did get the overbend protection, and we're around the corner now. So we're actually just close to the line. Okay, goes to show you how good it is. So away we go. So because our stuff's on the lap, we'll just do the U-turn test, which I didn't do. Braking, and then we're going to go ahead and park it next to the regular bus. So that is the BioEthanol bus, and you've also seen the other Scania. Yeah, so I might as well give you my thoughts once I park this bus. as you can see now, if I put it to neutral, it should be idly nicely now, yeah. I'll just park it in neutral. Park it way away from the other one, because social distancing, if you know what I mean. Then again, that should be almost over, because I've been hearing good stuff about, good promising stuff. So yeah, cool, let's turn off this bus. I'll just turn off to the first ignition part. There we go. So I'm going to talk about some of the pros and cons of this bus to wrap up this review. So the pros, very quiet. It's very good to have an articulated bus that's very quiet, especially if it's used for things like, I don't know, going to the city and stuff like that. It's also very futuristic. Like you can actually customise your dash. You can use your display there, and you can do a whole bunch more things with this bus. And also too, I like the fact that the steering wheel is very simple, it's easy to read the gauge cluster, and I overall like the looks of this bus. It's a very good bus. And yeah, so now the downsides, let me think. Number one, the thing here is probably useless, especially if you have this thing here. So I'll probably say I would have got rid of that if this was my bus. There's so many buttons on this bus, I mean, it might... Actually, no, that might be a negative. I mean, it's good to have control. There's no proper IBIS, it's only this. I wish there was a proper IBIS system, maybe put an IBIS system, integrate it in here somewhere. That would probably be one. And number three, I would say, I'm trying to think what would be negative. It's the ignition system. Nah, I wouldn't say that. That makes it more realistic. I don't know what would be number three. I don't think there's a number three, honestly. I'm trying to think. I don't even turn traction control. So if I touch this button, you can see the traction control light comes on. We'll do that when we do our commentary drive. I don't turn traction control off. What would be number three? I guess there's still some things that aren't clickable. Like some switches that you can't click on. Like you can't click on that, you can't click on that and smash the window. Why would you want to do that in OMSI 2 anyway? As some switches don't make sense, like some of the logos are the same, and I think that's the same in a real bus. Like I don't know what every individual power switch does. Like this button's not clickable. I don't know what that does. But yeah, if you know what I mean. I can have like half. Look at this. That's cool. I guess that's a negative. You're not supposed to be doing that. Have it in the middle there. Okay, yeah. I guess like of this as well, because you're not meant to do that. I guess that's something. But yeah, overall, give this bus a 9 out of 10. It's a great bus overall. It's not perfect, obviously. And I get actually no, number 3. The high idle takes so long, especially at minus 16 degrees. I wish there was an option. Like as you can see, I might actually do another video, like a no commentary video of me starting this bus and letting it idle on its own. If you are interested in that, just to show you how long it takes. I might do that within the next couple of weeks. Before the point 2 episodes start, I'll do a bonus clip if you are interested in that. It might be an unlisted video, I'm not too sure. Anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video of the Scania Citywide. I sure did. It's a great bus. I highly recommend it if you want to try it out. I highly recommend it. It's one of the most realistic Scania buses in this game, in my opinion. Like I mean, the fact there's two versions available, the BioEthanol and the standard version, and a lot more. So I'll leave a link in the description, not only to the bus itself, but the standard bus that you can get. I'll leave a link to Morpheus patch, but you definitely need to run the BioEthanol version of this bus. And I think that's all you need. I believe there's also another patch you need. I'm not 100% sure, but it'll be a Morpheus sound patch, which is on the OMSI forum. So I'll definitely grab that for you. Next episode will be coming out this Sunday. I'm not sure what bus we're going to be reviewing next. I might be doing something similar to this bus. I've got some good ideas. And yeah, so like I said, if you want to download this bus, link in the description below. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button below. If you're subscribed for the first time, please subscribe. We're back doing reviews, tomorrow will be a flight Friday, Adelaide to Sydney, in the don't know if it'll be the A320 Neo or the Boeing 737-800 from PMGG, depending if that comes out for flight sim. Take have a good one, but if it doesn't, it will be the A320 Neo, or maybe even be the 787 Dreamliner. That might be cool. Anyway, take have a good one. Bye bye.